Now orbiting Kadara.
Hey, you two. Get back to work. Need something?
Does Kadara get a lot of traffic?
Since we moved in? Oh, yeah. Kadara is one of the few planets in Helios with a functioning economy. Got Angara and exiles from all over Helios moving their cargo through this port.
Thanks for your time.
Back to work.
What's going on? Be careful, Ryder. I know you think you've got an ally in the charlatan, but he's already lied to you once.
I'm okay, Mom. Promise. Thanks for looking out for me, though.
I don't do it for just anyone. Only friends. Hey, Ryder. Ben just dead. Still seems too good to be true.
That's highway robbery, man. What do I look like? Hey, Ryder. Since you made nice with the powers that be here, I'm fielding a lot less animosity from the average outlaw. How much animosity are you dishing out? Oh, you know me. If I don't get into scrapes here and there, I get antsy.
How's it going?
Don't really want...
You're not on Nomad guard duty?
No need. Words got around. Wonder how Kadara will change now that Reyes is running the show.
Probably more sneaking and secret identities. He set a trend.
Ryder, he murdered Sloane Kelly in cold blood. We can't forget what he is.
Got something you'll like.
Good. Sure you don't want anything?
Is there fruit anywhere down there?
There's... No. That's a box of grenades.
Perhaps I'll wait until the next time we go to Ion.
Pathfinder, stars light your way. Pathfinder, it's good to see you again.
Likewise, Kima.
If you're looking for the charlatan, he's not here. We agreed it would be mutually beneficial if I was the face of Kadara Port.
Was it always the plan for you to take Sloane's place?
It was a requirement for my cooperation, yes. As Sloane's Angaran representative, I had more access to the outcasts than the average Kadara citizen. Also, I could rally the Angara to the collective side.
I take it you know the charlatan's true identity.
I'm one of the select few. I told him to tell you earlier, but he worried about what you'd think. It was adorable, really.
How's the mood in Kadara since Sloane's death?
I doubt we'll ever achieve unanimous approval, but my people are happy to be under Angaran rule again. Sloane made a lot of enemies, even among your people. It's a welcome change.
You're not worried people think you're a figurehead for the charlatan?
My ass does more than just sit in this chair. The charlatan listens to me more than Sloane ever did.
The outcasts have disappeared from the port?
Not completely. Kitus is still moaning in the holding cells. But the others have scattered. I'm told there's still plenty in the Badlands. Watch your back. Many blame you for Sloane's death.
What will you do with Kitus?
The safest option is to execute him. But the charlatan thinks he's worth something.
Oh?
He was Sloane's confidant. The charlatan won't kill him until he's learned every dirty secret.
I should be going.
See you soon, Pathfinder.
You were right, Ryder. Now that the political conflict is resolved, Kadara Port is growing on me. Growing like the searing pain of an infected flesh wound.
Feels good to be back.
Look at this place. Outcasts had it made.
Now it's ours.
Sloan should have killed you the day we met.
This isn't how I wanted things to go. I'm sorry.
Damn your apologies. You were there. You could have saved her, but you didn't. Why?
Sloan made it clear she would never forgive the Nexus. How soon do you think she'd have declared war on the Initiative?
Not soon enough, apparently. You better hope the charlatan kills me, Ryder, because if I ever get out of here...
Goodbye, Kaitis.
Hi there.
I'll give Kima the same. Always be prepared.
What's on your mind?
A triple with ether.
So Reyes was the charlatan.
He fooled everyone. Hard to trust a guy like that, but then... I don't have to.
Why do you drink here instead of Tartarus?
This place has Umi. She gets me. Oh, or at least she keeps pouring.
Don't have too much fun.
We'll see.
Pathfinder. Charlatan takes control, and everything is pretty much the same, looks like.
Stability was the goal, and allies.
Well, I have a bar full of allies, as long as I'm buying. Sounds like diplomacy to me.
What can I get you?
Whiskey. Neat.
That's the only way we serve it.
Welcome back. Get you a drink?
Actually, I was hoping to chat.
Ah, the less financially satisfying part of my job.
You happy Sloane's gone?
Put all drinks on the house. For one night only, of course. Doubt it'll be sunshine and rainbows from here on out. But I like the Charlatan style more than Sloane's. More lenient.
I'll let you get back to it.
Never enough drinks to pour.
Got word from one of my colleagues. Venterev made it off Kadara. He's a free man, thanks to you.
You got me in.
It's what I do.
The outcasts have scattered.
That's what happens when you cut the head off the snake. With Sloan and Kaitis out of the picture, they're disorganized, weak.
Speaking of Kaitis, what are your plans for him?
I hope he can become an asset, but he's proven stubborn.
He'll never forgive you, or me, for Sloane's death.
Pity. He had promise.
Did you play a big part in the mutiny on the Nexus?
I had nothing to do with that shit show.
Then why do you leave?
The way Tan handled things didn't exactly inspire confidence. Decided I could do better on my own. So I jumped ship with the rest of them. Ended up here.
Does the Resistance know who you really are?
No, but I doubt Efra would care. He's a results man. The secrecy around my identity isn't malicious, Ryder. It's so I can operate freely.
How did you become the charlatan?
I never set out to be the charlatan. But I couldn't openly work against Sloan. So I hired other people, representatives, to pose as me, recruiting exiles and giving orders. The locals started calling them charlatans because they were never who they claimed to be. And the name stuck.
I better get going.
Ryder.
Yeah?
Don't take this the wrong way, but you're not really liked here in Kadara Port.
Ouch.
What I'm saying is, you need a friend, someone on the inside to help you out. I can be that guy. You need intel on exiles, Sloan, whatever. Come to me.
Thanks, I think.
Nexus supplies probably stolen on those raids.
Grenades, rifle mods, body armor. They're well stocked.
This is top-end gear. We don't trade with this stuff, and it wasn't stolen in the uprising. Someone on the Nexus gave this to them.
This former leader, Yale, he's on EOS. He was there tied to the Nexus.
What are we waiting for? Let's find him.
I'm saving everything we found as proof. It'll come in handy. Hello?
Now orbiting Gadara.
Ready to fly, Path. What the?
Find something?
Something pinged us. An ID request. The Tempest auto-responded.
We'll keep an eye out in the sector. What the hell happened?
Anti-trackback measure? Drive system overloaded. Not quick enough, though. I got a serial that has triggered an alert.
Pathfinder, we are to contact Director Addison as soon as possible.
What is going on?
Descent is green.
Coordinating. Path is calm. Is your name Yale?
Yeah, that's me. Stanton Yale. What can I do for the Pathfinder today?
Tell me about the 3 sabers.
Oh, shit.
Well, that reaction tells me all I need to know.
Look, I just didn't think anyone would find out about it, okay? It's something that ought to be left alone. We made a mistake.
Explain.
The new outposts, our supply routes, they needed protection. We couldn't rely on just you. I proposed that we'd save Nexus blood by hiring exiles to fight for us.
First time I've seen someone so coldly calculating and stupid in one shot.
It was a risk, sure, but I knew Cochran. We served together. I thought I could trust him. I became their commander. I armed them. I shared access to Padromo's operations. And then they took their new toys and went rogue. Attacked people they were supposed to protect.
You know I have to report this. You conspired with Nexus enemies.
Who are you gonna report to? Addison? She signed off on it.
Wait, Addison?
She wasn't sure Ryder would work out as Pathfinder. She was desperate for options. So report it if you want. Addison knows any investigation's gonna dig up docs covered in her fingerprints. I have to get back to work. We've got an outpost to run here.
Not much of an accident, but Doc Ramirez bent their ears about it.
Careful wearing that.
Excuse me?
The N7. That's not something you just put on. Might want to think about that.
You have experience with the rank?
I served with a couple. The people who wear N7, they earned it.
I served in the Alliance too. Peacekeeping.
Well, thank you for your service.
What's that mean?
Not a thing. Thank you. Thank you more as Pathfinder.
I didn't put this on without consideration. I need protection. Didn't seem right to alter it.
Fair enough. We all understand necessity when there's no choice. I'm not saying take it off. It was your father's, wasn't it? That'll get you a pass from most people. We stay out of people's grief.
What can you say about the Padromos block?
Exacting bunch, as the science types always are. We'll eventually allow the staking of claims for groups with enough startup resources. Not quite gold rush, not quite land grants. Although Advent may have upended that. We'll see.
Just looking for a status report. Informal, of course.
Having Chief Leto from the first outposts is helping. Invaluable info.
we'll talk another time.
Pathfinder?
Ryder, can I bother you a minute? Word is we've got neighbors on a beautiful paradise planet.
Tempted to move?
My clinic's staying put. There's no place like home. And Eos is it. Did you need something?
I'll leave you to it.
Come back anytime. Preferably unhurt.
Pathfinder? Chief Engineer Grace Leto, E97 Durango. I understand you made a special trip to bring me back out of cryo. Thank you for the second chance.
Engineer Leto, I found a lot of troubling information about the first two outposts.
I don't expect it looks good from a distance. Everything in the rulebook was based on the planet cooperating, and it just wouldn't. Day one we knew, so I put us on damage control. We couldn't last, but we could last a little longer. And we could hope.
Hope for what?
You, I suppose. I have a question, Pathfinder. Why did you bring me back out?
You had an impossible task. If anyone deserves it, you do.
I can think of 4 others who deserve it too, but I'll do my best. Padromos is a good start. Finally. Pathfinder?
Sorry, friend, but... Pathfinder.
That's a new one. Usually I get one finally showed.
Are you kidding? Everyone knows you. You're why we're here. And I sure am. Here. Danny Messier. Couldn't wait to be deployed, but I thought the shuttle would take a little longer. Hoped, actually. Pathfinder, what do I do? A whole world is too much potential.
I don't know, Danny. Plants and bugs?
Well, yeah, actually. That's a good idea. Can't live here if we don't understand it. Great day to be alive, Pathfinder. To have purpose.
Ascent is go.
Leaving Atmo. All clear.
All systems green.
What's going on? I should get back to things.
Sounds good. What can I do for you?
I'll let you concentrate.
You know where I'll be.
I like the rest and relaxation well enough, but there's really nothing that compares to what's out there.
The Nexus invites you to visit the newly opened Vortex. The Vortex.
It's Pathfinder Ryder.
Hi, I'm Jen Garson, founder of the initiative. Welcome to the Nexus.
Hail the woman of the hour.
What did I do?
Word is you killed that traitor, Sloane Kelly. Just wanted to say thanks.
I'm not the one who killed her.
Not how I heard it. Just accept the pat on the back, all right? She got what she deserved.
An expedition to heal the Hideous system is called by the next available agent.
Are you finding enough answers here, or only questions?
So many questions. Lately, I've been looking at vids of Earth. It's a beautiful planet. And your cities look remarkable. London, Singapore, Vancouver. How do you feel now about leaving it behind for this?
Why look back? I'm living for here and now. In fact, one day I hope we'll build New Vancouver here, more beautiful than ever.
That's a nice thought.
I'm Jen Garson, founder of the initiative. On behalf of the Nexus, I welcome you to the Cultural Center. Please have a look around. We hope you'll enjoy learning about the rich diversity of people who have arrived from the Milky Way galaxy. The Nexus is a place of friendship and cooperation. We're glad you could visit.
Pathfinder.
Of course, there are probably more systems to find. The Scourge doesn't help.
But our mapping of Helios is complete for now. We can see how the Scourge perturbs orbital patterns, compresses space.
And makes pilots crazy trying to navigate it. But now we've got its number. With these, every initiative pilot can learn to explore it safely.
With acceptable nav upgrades, of course. Pardon me, Miss Anwar, I have some programming to do. My model of Helios blossoms with data thanks to you. Here, please. You have earned this.
I could just tell it to calculate pi.
Interesting. I calculate pi as a meditation.
This is where Jean Garson's body was discovered.
What are we looking for?
If you scan the room, environmental data may allow for scene recreation.
There. This was no accident. She was murdered.
As this incident occurred over a year ago, her killer is likely far away by now.
Yeah. But... wait. This whole area was shuttered back then. Didn't open till the Hyperion arrived. So what was Garson even doing here?
Perhaps a further scan of the room is in order.
What do we have here?
This is Gian Garson. I don't have much time. I've been hiding in the sealed-off sections of the Nexus since we got here. Someone's trying to kill me, and now I can hear them down in the hydroponics area. They're coming. I've embedded what I know in my VI in the Cultural Center. This log has the code, and whatever happens... Oh god, they're outside the door.
Wow, this is some serious shit.
Yes, deeply troubling. I have the code she mentioned for the VI kiosk.
Welcome back. Hello there, neighbor. I'm Gian Garson, the founder of the Andromeda Initiative. I thought you might like to hear more about our plans.
Sam, can we hear that message Garson talked about?
Unlocking it now. Rerouting to our private channel.
For years, there was a silent partner involved with the initiative. The truth is, I was running out of money. Then a benefactor stepped in. I didn't ask questions. I never met them face to face. That was a mistake. I lied to everyone. Something big spooked them in the Milky Way, and now they're moving 100,000 of us to Andromeda. I hope it's all for the good, but I have my doubts. And now I think they're going to remove me. Alec Ryder and I had a code word for this. Fulcrum. He may have learned more.
What's that mean, something big in the Milky Way?
Perhaps your father's locked memories hold the answer. He might have known more.
Yeah? Guess I'll have to keep unlocking them to find out for sure.
We hope you'll enjoy learning about the rich diversity of people who have arrived from the...
Top scientists have few answers, as the dark energy anomaly known as the Scourge limits travel and communication in the cluster. This is HNS.
Apex is doing a sweep. Apex team leaders reporting back.
Hey, Ryder, I'd like a moment. That's me. We don't have a good sense of what we're up against, and could benefit from your experience.
I'll have Sam upload our insights on the Ket, Remnant, and outlaw forces we've encountered.
Thanks. You'll see. Apex will make a difference.
Any logistics updates are due within the hour.
I know why you're here. Yale told me to expect a visit. I hoped this blunder wouldn't come to light, but Helios has a habit of dashing our hopes. Have the three Sabers been eliminated, Pathfinder?
Their deaths don't make this okay.
I realize that, Ryder. A poor decision was made. People paid for it, but it's over. As far as everyone's concerned, the three Sabers acted on their own.
But they didn't, did they? Hey, Ryder.
Who the hell's this?
This investigation started with Sid's instincts.
I applaud good instincts, but not in this case.
So I was right, wasn't I? Someone on the Nexus was helping the three Sabers.
Yes, it was a mistake. We authorized a course of action that cost lives, but, like I said, it's over.
You have to tell people. If we made a mistake, we have to own it, right?
Who does that serve? It could damage relations with the Angara, spark another uprising.
It would be lying. Ryder, if you hide this, what else will you let them hide?
We're not taking tips on diplomacy from a teenager.
With all due respect, Director, Sid's right. Transparency is important for building trust. People need to know they can trust us, even when we screw up.
I'll make sure people hear about this.
Pathfinder, you're making a mistake.
Maybe, but at least I'm willing to acknowledge it.
Apex personnel, please check your duty roster for important updates.
Thank you for the Kadara nails. They didn't phase Kesh, but she liked the taste.
Attention, civil disobedience has been reported in hydroponics.
I'm worried about this place if the Ket find you.
Then we defend the station. It's all we can do here. You just keep the Pathfinder safe and the Ket busy. And... Pathfinder?
What sort of problems have you seen on the Nexus?
Situation's gone to shit pretty much sums it up. There's arcs missing. And to top it all off, the founder of the initiative, Gian Garson, was killed.
What happened to G?
Killed in the Scourge disaster. Her and a bunch of the other leaders. 10 might know more.
What kind of work do you do as superintendent?
I keep the station functional, or as functional as possible, considering.
Nothing more for now.
Try not to die out there. What? How can we be out of those materials?
I don't know. Ben's looking into it.
Pathfinder.
Probably just another computer glitch.
Vectra never had these glitches.
That's because Vectra kept it all in her head. We mere mortals aren't as good at that.
Residents are still mourning the loss of
Hello, I'm Gian Garson, founder of the initiative. It's through your hard work that the vision of the Nexus has come to life. You and all your colleagues bind our proud new colonies together. Look around at your achievements. And if you have any questions, my door is always open.
Founder Garson's office is located at Workspace Not Allocated. Please select a topic. You are Employee Ryder, salary code 19B, active Pathfinder. Your supervisor is Director Tan. Based on current staffing needs, you will be eligible for paid vacation time in 587 days.
Seriously?
Why not plan on which beautiful colony you'll vacation on while you wait? Viable planets capable of supporting life are key to our survival in Andromeda. The viability of a world is affected by several factors, including temperature, resources, threat levels, political stability, and so on. The planet Vold has been officially classified as viable for habitation. For initiative strategy and Pathfinder coordination, please see Director Jaren Tan. For colonial affairs or outpost status, please see Director Foster Addison. For station maintenance, please contact Superintendent Nakmor Kesh. For militia operations or Apex deployment, please see Tyran Kandros. Anchorage wheel construction is now resumed. Water treatment systems are undergoing overhaul with new resources. The selection process saw the Andromeda Initiative evaluate thousands of potential habitable planets within the galaxy. After discovering an unusually high ratio of potential candidates, or golden worlds, the Helios cluster was selected as our destination. Even at a distance, studying the light from stars can reveal much about their planet's composition and atmosphere. 7 worlds, nicknamed habitats, have the life-supporting environments and resources we need to start our new lives in Andromeda.
Maintenance crews, please report to the commons area.
I'm sorry, Lana. They're just trying to boost our morale.
I know my rights.
So when will you remain silent?
When do I get my lawyer?
Haven't thought out many lawyers yet. There's probably a joke in there somewhere.
You think martial law is funny?
Nah. Someone who stole medical supplies lecturing me on the legal system? That's hilarious.
Colonial Affairs, please advise Director Tan of your status. Hydroponics reports oxygen production is nominal.
Where's that release? It was supposed to be in my inbox 600 years ago. What's up?
I met another journalist, Carrie Tavessa.
Yeah, we're running Carrie's series, Path of a Hero. Good stuff. I'm mostly on my own, so pretty much anyone who brings me news is welcome. Content is king, and her content is really touching a nerve.
Talk to you later, Davis.
I'll be here.
Hi. I'll let you get back to work.
Weekly injury report. Multiple casualties under heavy engagement.
Hydroponics reports
No news on the Turian Ark yet? Or is this militia business?
Are the other Turians managing okay?
So-so. We're not good at sitting around in a crisis. Service before self gets drummed into us, but it's hard to focus with our Ark missing.
Bye, Kandros. Duty calls.
You and me both, Pathfinder.
Secure message from intelligence. Requesting armor cam footage.
As sleepers wake from stasis, the initiative urgently requires blood, tissue, and DNA donations. See a medic if you think you may be eligible. This is HNS.
I can't wait to be assigned to an outpost.
I don't know. Maybe I should have stayed home.
Please be mindful of guests visiting the Cultural Exchange Center. We ask that you extend your courtesy and
Welcome back.
Strike team ready for deployment. Pathfinder, you have pending vid calls.
Ryder, tell me about the satellite you found.
Director, what are you talking about?
My alert identified a ZK resource tracker. They're emergency tech, full of overrides so they can bypass protocol. They were designed by Dr. Zoe Jean Kennedy. She disappeared with the Exiles. If her tech has shown up, that could give someone a backdoor to steal from your outposts.
Why were these trackers allowed to bypass protocols?
They're supposed to be hubs, to rapidly track and pull resources if lives are at stake somewhere. That's why they weren't deployed. Tan didn't like anyone bypassing his rubber stamp.
If this satellite is new, how has it kept up with our security measures?
That's a very good question.
What was Dr. Kennedy's role in the initiative?
She designed the orbital beacons, forward stations, and half the kit in the Tempest. She'd ram and upgrade through before the requisition was on Tan's desk. Dr. Kennedy disappeared along with the Exiles. That was a big loss.
Pretty extreme to set up a personal alert. Why do that?
A lot of Dr. Kennedy's projects were unofficial.
But you backed them, like these trackers?
I don't want some asshole using my access codes to cut a backdoor into our resources, or Tan blaming me for it. But I also want to know what happened to her.
She disappeared with the Exiles, but you weren't calling her one?
She sympathized, but we'd never let an expert like that go. She was vital. But in the chaos, a lot of things, and people, went missing.
If we have to find the tech or the person, where do we begin?
You got a sliver of data from the first tracker. With more scans, maybe Suvi can assemble a point of origin. Obviously, these trackers are being deployed where initiative tech is concentrated. That means outposts. Try another outpost system, or place more. Maybe you'll draw them out, whoever they are.
And when we find them?
They're stealing our resources. My concern is Dr. Kennedy, her tech, their lives. In that order.
I thought I hated the Kett before. Then we learned about exaltation. I can't even begin to imagine how Jal feels about this.
I was curious about you and Sid, being on your own from such a young age.
Yeah, I really wouldn't recommend it.
Where was your mother in all this?
Back on Palaven, I suppose. She was an awful person. All she cared about was climbing the ranks. She and my dad fought all the time. I think at the end they hated each other. When things were really tough, I thought about going back. But she wouldn't have accepted us. Whatever my dad did destroyed any chance of that.
Where was home? Palaven?
No, we'd already left Palaven by then. Whatever our dad was involved in meant we weren't welcome there. I hadn't even gone to boot camp yet. Sid was barely a year old. We eventually settled in a mining colony in the Minos wasteland. 2 years later, our dad was gone.
How did he keep you and your sister afloat?
I was barely more than a kid myself, so lots of unskilled work. Construction jobs. No one else would do the dangerous stuff, so I would. Being up high, crawling under things. I could shoot a gun, so eventually I moved into smuggling. Even more dangerous, but lucrative. We were never rich, but we got too comfortable.
You probably have work to do. We can chat later.
You know where to find me.
Hi there. Just checking in. What's up? How's your current project looking?
Both observers are functioning as designed. Mine will never have offensive capabilities like yours. She's just a plaything. Keeps me company. The kind of company I can shut down whenever I want, without hurting its feelings.
How are you getting along with the team?
I'm keeping it light and pleasant. Even Lexi isn't exactly what I'd expected. And Jal... I'm learning what makes him tick. We're lucky to have an Angara with us. Asari can mate with all Milky Way species. I find myself wondering if that transcends galactic boundaries. I'm certainly not looking to reproduce anytime soon, but he seems like a good guy. What do you think?
You should trust your instincts.
Thanks, Ryder.
Thanks for chatting. We'll talk again later.
You know it.